Hello everyone, it's Sean here from Baby Beard Media, otherwise known as Kevin, on this season of Roll to Cast. Look, we're not going to keep you long, just wanted to say two quick things. Number one, thank you all so much for listening and your support. We really appreciate all the comments and the likes and the screams of rage and tears that have burst forth through these seasons. It's really been fun and we really appreciate all your support once again. The second thing is that we actually want to officially announce on air that we have launched our Patreon. If you're looking for it specifically, it's patreon.com/babybeard. We know a few of you have asked us about when we're going to start one, if we are going to start one, and so we have started one. We have a bunch of tiers and we're offering things ranging from access to our Discord to extra content, personal shout out on a show of your choice. Really, the options are kind of endless at this point. We're still starting out, and if there are extra things you want, just let us know. But we know that you guys have been asking for a way to support us, and if you are looking for that way to support us, this is really the way to do it. So once again, it is patreon.com/babybeard. The support has been amazing so far, and we really appreciate you guys, and it's also a way for us to give a little bit extra, because we love doing this, we love doing what we do, and we want to continue that. Speaking of continuing, hope you will enjoy now episode 7 of our Vampire the Masquerade season, entitled Anarchs.
Previously.
How did you come to know that Shelley was missing?
It was Zola who told me. A stupid girl.
Does she associate with Charlie?
I think they're in a coterie together. I'm not going to name names, because let's be honest, it's not a coterie.
We may as well be blunt about it, mate. If it gets us towards Charlie, it's worth us knowing.
Those young brats, they think they know everything and they don't. I'm not going to let you fall in with that crowd. No.
Anarchs.
Adelaide hasn't had an Anarch movement in 10 years.
What are Anarchs?
Consider themselves more enlightened than the Camarilla. This isn't a movement. This is misguided children.
And they can get themselves into a world of trouble.
You don't know about Chloe and Sam, do you?
Caitiffs.
Lunatics. Some Malkavians. Madness manifests in different ways, and sometimes we can't work with that.
And now...
You enter into a side room, and instantly the temperature changes. It is cold here. It is dark here. There is still light, but it is not the warm light of the bar outside. It is a cold, fluorescent light. And there is a table in the center with...
fingers.
Just fingers.
Four other fingers. Makes a hand.
4 figures sitting around it. You can see one of them is Zola.
Zola, hello.
Hey.
You see 4 kindred.
Oh, well, I'm just going to put my beard
them
down
to be
then.
kindred.
They're
You
just
presume them to be
kindred?
kindred. You have seen most of these kindred before.
Mm-hmm.
You recognise Zola, and the other one you recognise is Alice of Clan Ventru. The 4 kindred in front of you. Alice is a young woman in her mid-20s, neat and well-groomed, with a blazer and white blouse combination. Alice gives you the impression of someone who's worked hard, but still has a taste for the finer things, but doesn't see that as a status thing. She sees it as a kind of a perk. Zola, on the other hand, looks like a typical manic pixie dream girl. Her hair is a shocking shade of green. She has...
Is she a Toreador?
She's a Toreador.
Yeah.
cropped short green hair. Her clothes are a mix of prints. Her bottoms are these... It's a blue dress with umbrellas, and her top is white with sunflowers on it. She has thick black-rimmed glasses, which may or may not be for show. The other 2, a young man who looks ripped from a early 2000s emo band, black hair slicked in front of him with the Zelda cut, tight black
He's
jeans.
a member of the Sabat.
How dare you? It's typical parent fear-mongering.
He has a wallet, probably in his pocket, because there is a chain leading from his jeans.
I was going to say, how the fuck do we notice that?
to his pocket.
This is so 2000s.
Thin-blooded. Oh, my God.
Is it just Green Day in the room?
He has a tight t-shirt on, even though the weather...
Is it a Ramones t-shirt?
It's black and ripped, but it isn't a Ramones t-shirt.
Thank goodness.
I think it says something about chemical and romance.
Oh,
yes.
No. It's called Your Chemical Romance.
Copyright.
The other one is a man who is not in fact sitting but standing. He stands behind Alice. He has blue jeans, a white t-shirt which he fills out very well, short hair, blonde, blue eyes, a square jaw. He's 6'2".
Jock.
Dreamy.
He doesn't smile. He doesn't even acknowledge your entrance. Zola, on the other hand, turns around in a frantic look.
Zola, hello. It has been too long.
Hi.
I was hoping that...
This is a private gathering. We don't want you in.
Official Camarilla business, I'm afraid.
Zola, is there the possibility that we could just have a brief little chat with you, please?
Alice speaks up. Don't address Zola when you want to speak with me.
My apologies.
This is our gathering. Why are you here?
Official Camarilla business.
Yes, you need to give a little more than that, Vincent.
That business is with Zola.
This is clan to clan, Alice. You understand?
This changes things, Zola. Camarilla business? Now it's Toreador business? What's going on?
We have been asked to do this by a member of my clan.
Mm-hmm.
This is Camarilla business. Both things are true.
So, Zola, you've been summoned by a member of your clan, and you haven't been told you've been passed through by a clanmate, is that right? Zola looks terrified. She looks scared. She looks confused.
This is nothing to be concerned about. It's just we just want to get a version of events that's happened.
Alice cuts through. This is my friend, and she will not go anywhere unless she wants to. Anything you can say to her, I'm sure you can say in front of her friends. Isn't that right, Zola?
I don't like this bitch at all.
Isn't that right, Zola? Zola finally turns her gaze to Alice. Zola says, "Oh, yes, that's right. These are my friends. You can chat to them."
I'm afraid that's not going to be possible. Alice, look at me.
Yes. What? So you can talk to me?
Sure.
Maybe you should just be silent for the rest of this evening.
Oh.
Oh, someone's getting dice out.
We're just about to try and dominate each other, so this is going to be fun. You just told me to shut the fuck up with dominate. Oh god, she's got a lot of dice. She has too many dice. The difficulty should be my willpower, by the way. 6.
6 successes.
Jesus Christ.
Oh my god.
She shuts you up.
Was that command or mesmerize?
That was mesmerize.
So I literally can't speak for the rest of the evening. You're seeing, guys?
Alice, I
This is our space.
Well, we just want
You
to...
have a very rude attitude.
And we apologize, but you must understand, we just need to talk to Zola for
So
a brief
say it
moment.
in front of us. Zola isn't going anywhere. Not without her friends. Are you, Zola? Would you have strangers come into your space and ask for one of them to be taken away so that they could talk to them about a mysterious thing which they are not giving information about? We're not being unreasonable here.
Is it okay for me to address you as Alice? Is that fair?
Absolutely.
Alice? My name is Kevin.
Kevin, I've seen you around.
Clan
Lovely to meet
Bruiser.
you. I'm glad to meet you.
Is this acceptable place for us to have a chat together to discuss this, or is there a place you'd feel more comfortable for us to have this conversation?
This is fine here.
Are we permitted to sit down with you, or
Please.
is here...
There, you see some chairs along the side.
Yep.
Your friend can as well.
Much obliged. Kevin's going to come over, get 3 chairs up, sit them around.
Make a willpower check, Phil.
Motions for Isabella,
Current or maximum?
Maximum.
Isabella and Vincent and myself to sit down.
Difficulty 7. You all 3 sit down as this happens.
We understand that...
4.
You shake off the dominate.
We understand that this is maybe a bit worrying. We know how unheard of it is to barge into someone's safe place. We do not want to do this. We just want to do a well-being check.
So check on her well-being.
It's not as simple as that. Apologise, Alice.
Apology accepted, Vincent.
We did not mean to try and pull the wool over your eyes. We've had quite the evening ourselves, and so we're kind of flying by the seat of our pants a bit, but also there are some questions that we're hoping that we can get answered, and Zola is the person that we have been tasked with finding those answers from, at least part of the puzzle.
Zola, in fact, was the one who first raised her concerns.
She looks panicked by that. Her eyes go wild. What? No, I didn't cause any trouble. I didn't say anything.
No trouble.
Alice, I didn't say anything. Alice, I didn't say anything. Alice,
Zola.
I didn't say anything. Daniel, the one with the emo haircut, leans forward towards Zola. Says, Zola, settle down. It's fine. It's going to be okay. Alice doesn't seem to share this opinion, and her face hardens.
Whoops, I should stop talking.
I'm
really
Alice,
bad at this.
if you may, I won't beat around the bush. We're here to talk about Charlie Starr.
Everyone's posture shifts.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of what Kevin expected.
What do you know about Charlie Starr? Says Alice.
Not a lot. All we know is that Charlie Starr has gone missing, and there's quite a number of people that wish to find out why. And we know, or at least we've been told, that
Zola may have been the last.
Zola came to Tony. He just says it, and raised these concerns, and these concerns were passed on to us.
Were you the last to see Charlie, Zola?
Alice interrupts Zola. You told Tony?
Yep, he had. Yep.
You told
This is giving us information about
another? Zola looks crestfallen. She slumps down and goes, I'm sorry.
Alice, why would this be a bad thing?
I'm sorry.
That one of your kindred friends is missing.
Alice turns to you slowly and says, we like to keep things in-house.
Camarilla is the house.
And
A
Tony.
coiterie comes first.
And have you had any success finding Charlie? Perhaps Zola was...
Daniel speaks up. This is exactly what I was talking about. Alice, this is exactly what I was talking about. We're shutting ourselves off when we actually should be announcing ourselves. We should be making action, not just sitting back.
We are all here to help each other. Someone has gone missing. We want to make sure they are safe.
If I may, what action are we talking about here, if I may be so bold?
Daniel kicks in, interrupting Alice. Look, Charlie's been missing for a while. We didn't notice at first. A couple of weeks is not uncommon, particularly, not in August, but in August for Malkavians. They go missing. It happens. It's not uncommon, but it's been a month.
A month.
Does Charlie go missing at all ever, or is this a first time?
Yeah, occasionally, but not this long.
And do you have any reason to suspect why Charlie might be missing, or...
No idea.
May we ask what's the last time, whether it was Zola or anyone else, the last time anyone happened to see Charlie or what he was doing? It might be pertinent in helping us discover what has happened.
Daniel looks a bit peeved. He looks a bit angry about even talking about Charlie. Look, Charlie was one of the good ones. We've missed him. He actually wanted to push for some action, not just sit around debating.
Action in regards to what?
Alice gives him a stare. Daniel looks at it, looks at her, and says, you know what, Alice? Fuck you. Fuck you, Alice. I'm sick and tired of this bullshit.
Kevin's going to let this play out.
This is bullshit.
Just let it happen.
They know we need to step up. Alice goes, they don't, and even if they do, they can't confirm it if we don't say anything. No, that's bullshit. We need to act. Don't do anything rash. Don't do anything quick. If they go at us, we lose. We need to be smart about this. Shut up! This is just a power play for your bullshit, isn't it? Alice sits back.
Kevin's going to give a look at Daniel, giving off that aura of he knows, and he's just giving him the room to say what he needs to say.
He steps out of his chair, stands up. This is Adelaide's Anarch Movement. This is our home base. There's a beat, and you realise how stupid they look. A young man with an emo haircut.
Declaring himself an anarch.
A woman who he's just insulted as his ally. A girl who is unable to stand up for herself. And a man who has said nothing.
I come to my feet. Kindred, I understand.
Shut up, Cammy.
Kevin's
I don't have any love for you either.
Daniel.
At least Alice and I agree on that shit.
Love
Shut
is-
up. Cammy scum, shut up. You are not welcome here.
Okay.
Am I able to turn on my presence to kind of...
Absolutely, you can do that.
Make a warm, kind of understanding, nurturing kind of presence fill the room. A kind of I'm here to listen to you.
Activate first level of presence.
Activate presence!
No, I can't talk myself out of every situation. Who I am is an
A
inescapable reality. I'm a Tremere of the Camarilla. They just aren't going to trust me.
Yeah.
Like, I was prepared to give them a speech using expression, but I imagine the difficulty is like 9.
Yeah.
So,
This is Kevin's wheelhouse.
yeah,
This is-
totally. I've been trying to let you do the talking,
This is
but
an
like,
interrogation.
What do I have to do to
he can't, like, Vincent
activate?
can't resist the temptation to lecture them on the benefits of the Camarilla.
100%.
Also,
Probably good that he got shut down so you don't all have to hear it.
hey man, I don't know how I feel about emos being dragged like this. Their feelings are valid,
Once
and
again,
their haircuts are not stupid.
World of Darkness, different.
Everyone's
This is the world of darkness. Emos are more emotional.
Ellen, you are using presence, your first level of presence, or
yes.
to give yourself a little bit of an edge in talking to these kindred. Please roll a charisma plus performance check, difficulty 7.
While you're counting dice, I reckon the big guy's not saying anything's probably the important one.
Mm-hmm. Kevin, yeah.
I wonder if I should put willpower into this.
So I convey that to Kevin with a glance at you and then a glance at the big guy.
Question: how do you get willpower back?
By doing things in line with your nature and demeanour. Usually your
Or
nature.
something cool, some really good roleplay.
Yeah, good roleplaying.
All right, I want to put willpower
Great,
into this.
go for it.
1 success.
Great. You use the power of your clan, the power of awe, and get 1 success. Zola seems really interested in what you have to say. Everyone else is, they'll take it or leave it depending on what you say.
I'm going to leave this to you.
Was your willpower your only success in that dice roll?
No,
Oh,
How many successes did you get?
1 success plus my willpower.
So 2 successes.
2 successes.
Sorry, 2.
Okay.
Zola and... What's your willpower rating?
8.
8, 7...
Mine's 6 with 5 currently in bank.
So the rating's the
Okay.
max, isn't it? Yeah.
Zola and Daniel seem largely interested in what you have to say. What would you like to say?
I want to let it be known that we ourselves are a coterie. We are a family. We understand what family means to each other, and that we all need to look out for each other. We, all kindred, are a family. And one of our members has gone missing, Charlie. Charlie is one of the good ones, you said so yourself. We are worried. Who knows what things could have befallen him? There are more things to fear than ourselves. And we need to work together, please.
I'd buy that.
I'm going to ask that you make a roll.
That was pretty good.
That was very good.
It all comes from the French.
I will give you a bonus. Please give a manipulation expression roll.
Can I just point out that we've
Warm
literally...
glow from that. There you go.
Can I just point out that we've
Hey.
literally done it? A Toreador, a brew jar, and a Tremere walk into a bar. It's the start of a joke. Let's
well,
see
we're
what
not
the,
here to fuck spiders.
let's see what the punchline is.
It's difficulty 6. It's not that hard.
3.
3 successes.
Whoa, on
Yeah.
3 die?
4 die.
4 dice, okay.
You do convince... How's that 3 die? Expression plus manip. You've only got 1 die in minute? Expression?
Yeah.
Wow, okay.
I thought you had loads in expression.
More in empathy
you're-
and stuff.
you're
I'm
mental.
stacked in the kind of like
Feely.
those
Feeling.
ones.
Yeah.
Rather
Yeah.
than the speechy.
You just relied on roleplay to carry you over that one.
Yep.
Which is very impressive.
The hearts, if they were beating, of Daniel and Zola soften.
Just a little dust.
And grew 3 times that night.
They look to you and they nod. They agree. They know what it is like to be family. They too are family. The man who's standing behind all of this doesn't move, and Alice makes a sound and rolls her eyes. Daniel speaks up. Look, Charlie was one of the good ones because he wanted to fight. He wanted to get into the muck of it. We're sick of being people's pawns. We're sick of being told to fetch this, get this, do that, do this for elders in our clan. It's demeaning. We're not having it anymore. The Camarilla serves the people at the top, and Charlie knew that. How can you have a clan head who just goes off for once a month and the rest of the Primogen protect him? Charlie knew what it's like. But, look, even... He looks at Zola. Zola nods encouragingly. Look, even we were saying some of the stuff he was pushing for was a bit too much. You know, it's one thing to, tag or destroy a kindred's car or burn it out. It's another thing to go after a haven. It's even more to... Alice cuts in. That's enough, Daniel.
If I may, I understand that this is something that you're keeping close to the vest, that this is coterie business. But as what Isabella was saying, anything that we can do, anything that we can be given information to find another member of the family, to to get this to a conclusion where we can bring another kindred back into the fold safely is supremely helpful to us. We wouldn't be here if we didn't feel that this was important. If there is something that Charlie has done...
You want to help people, don't you? Cuts in Alice.
100%.
We want to
You've
help
got to
Kindred.
stop thinking that way. You've got to help Kindred. What do you want, Kevin?
Dead set?
Yeah. What do you want?
I want to find Charlie.
Huh. She seems a bit flustered by this. Look, I think we need to have the rest of the Anarch movement here. If we are going to call ourselves that loud and proud, then let's do it. I think we need the rest. Michael, the man who was looming behind her, steps forward. Michael, would you please get Heather? He nods and turns to a door which blended into the wall behind.
Does she mean that, or is it a play?
You can absolutely empathy roll. Empathy roll.
So I can't see if that's a lie or
just
not?
empathy?
Yes, but with empathy. Yep, with empathy.
Damn.
Can we all do that?
Because what subterfuge is lying.
Yeah.
Right, your act of lying.
But it also said seeking out other people's motives.
Yeah, it's not bad at that. Empathy's a better roll for that.
Yep. Not for me.
Can we,
Okay.
I might
Is it
join in
straight
as
empathy
well.
or like wits empathy?
Wits empathy.
What difficulty?
Difficulty would be... difficulty 6.
1 success.
One success. Stupid ones.
She genuinely means it. She does genuinely seem to mean it. No,
She's not calling for backup to get
Yeah.
us
no.
attacked or
There's
anything
no
like that.
ulterior motive. She's
Yeah.
genuinely saying, we need to have a chat about this. You are... Like, she thinks you're Camus scum. She's not so...
That's why I shut up, because I'm
she's
not getting
so,
anywhere.
She's not so set on you.
Yep.
And she's very confused about you. Sorry, I should be clear.
She's got my number, though.
She doesn't like Vincent. She thinks Kevin might be potentially someone to come around to, and Isabella she is unsure on. What she does seem to believe is that you are honest, at least seemingly so, and that you genuinely do want to help. For whatever motive, she doesn't care, because it does seem to be, we want to help Charlie, which
Yeah.
is a good enough...
Which is
We're
first
not here
and
to
foremost.
bust up
No.
what you're doing
No.
at
Yeah.
all.
No.
We've made
It's
no...
why we haven't mentioned the the word
right.
Anarch.
That's right.
Since we
mentioned
got
it.
in.
They gave it up.
And we didn't go, oh, God, you're Anarchs.
Yeah,
oh,
yeah.
We're going to shut this right down.
Well,
Thank you, Vincent, for not doing that.
I almost did.
Yeah.
You see Zola take out a mobile phone. She gives a call. Hey, can you come to the anchor? Thanks. Yeah, I'll see you then. Okay, bye. She looks to Alice. He'll be here in a moment. Do you want me to go get Heather? She might be a bit... Oh no, here she is.
I really like Zola.
I like her too.
Oh, there's no one here except Michael's just returned.
Oh,
Michael
shadows?
has shut the door.
I think I know
Have
who...
we
Have we...
met Heather?
Has his presence been around
Can I do an
before?
alertness check?
Yes, you may. Absolutely.
What
You
do I
can
pay
do
that
an
with?
alertness test. Usually it's
Is this not awareness?
Can I do an awareness check? That's supernatural, right?
Yeah, she's not here.
I'll give you a hint. You should probably do an Auspex check.
Mm-hmm.
Can I just do an awareness
Absolutely,
myself?
absolutely.
I was looking for
perception awareness.
Sorry,
I was looking for
perception
alertness, so what am I
Okay.
pairing that with?
Perception.
Difficulty?
6.
2 successes.
Cool. Nothing strikes you.
Fuck, it's really hard to see this chick.
Sorry.
1 success.
Yeah, no successes either.
Oh God.
No significant information you get.
Yeah.
Any Auspex piercing things?
3.
3? Fantastic.
Good job.
You are just strong enough,
Yes.
and you see a woman.
The same woman.
No.
Oh,
Who the
no.
hell was this person?
You see a woman with a pig nose and a face that looks like a melted candle. Her teeth are long, her nails are long, and they are both equally brown. She wears green scarves around her neck, a tattered jumper and leather jacket combo, and a leather skirt with long boots that go up to her knees.
The outfit's cute.
Don't say that. Don't say that.
She is not.
No, I know.
Her eyes look
But I'm
as
just-
if they
oh.
have... Her eyes look as if they have no eyelids, the way she doesn't blink, and appear like saucers, plates.
Yeah.
Like big. They're big.
Nosferatu and Toreador not.
Not so hot on each other.
It's mainly because of the aesthetic thing
Yeah,
to be
you just
terrible.
don't like looking at them. Yeah.
Yeah.
Alice looks to Zola. Heather's here? Wonderful. We're just waiting on one. Why don't you tell us what you know, and we will tell you what we know.
Shall we get more seats? Please,
Yeah,
let's
sure.
all sit down.
Kevin will get up and unless Yen will go to get some more
Phil
chairs.
has just
and
gestured a la Will Smith.
Yes, yes. Vincent has decided discretion is the better part of valor in this situation. Nobody likes him here, so I'm gonna shut up. If you don't hear me speaking, it's not because I'm being a wallflower. It's because I am consciously choosing to shut up.
It's concerning, though. More people are coming.
Kevin's going to be straight. So as he's doing his business of getting chairs, he's going to start talking.
Sure.
As we mentioned, we were summoned by Tony. Now, Tony made it pretty clear to us that we are a coterie that are pretty much looked down on.
So are we.
I understand that, so I thought you might be able to empathise a bit with our situation. Now, we were told that this was potentially a way to make ourselves useful. Now, I tend to look at this through a different light. I'm new to the life, as it were, and I'm starting to realise that things as they were are not things as they are. But what's become clear to me, what's become most important, is that us kindred, we stick together. We look after each other. That's the way that I like to see things, because I'm in a coterie of people that I otherwise wouldn't have fraternised with. And now, well, look at me now, and look at where I am.
Thank you, Kevin.
Alice seems to take the reins back from Daniel. You're fantastically naive, Kevin, but I love that about you. It's wonderful.
We only know
Blue bloods.
I'll be
fucking
honest.
young liberal.
And as a naive one, as you're so well to put, there's not a lot we do know.
It's not a negative quality, don't get me wrong. It's actually a refreshing quality. We need more like you.
Well, this is what we do know. We know that Charlie's missing. We know that Zola was part of the coterie, and Zola brought this to Tony. Tony brought it to us, and that the primogen of Malkavia, it's not a country, the primogen of the Malkavians, while he often goes missing around this time, it is unlike another one of the Malkavians to go missing. Since then, we were brought over to find Zola and find out what we know, and that's why we're sitting before you now.
What did Tony tell you about us? Or about Zola? Or about her relationship with Charlie? Did he mention us at all?
He simply said that Zola had told him that Charlie had been missing. For what time, he was not sure. He seemed very brusque in his description.
And he mentioned that your coterie spends time here.
What did
Tony
tell
actually
us?
say?
What did he tell us to tell Zola? Because he said next time you see Zola, tell her something.
Get your ass back here, basically.
Publicly
declare
declared
herself to the
loyalty
Camarilla.
Camarilla, yeah. Well, I'm
I
not
don't
going to
think
tell
we
her that
should-
in front of
I
the rest of the
don't
Anarchs.
think
That's stupid.
And
Yeah.
that's just putting a big target on her as
yeah,
well.
it's put
Yeah.
a huge target on her, and they won't tell us
Yeah.
anything
No.
if we.
He said that he had not seen Zola for a while, and that he just wanted to touch base. One kindred missing is more than enough.
Mm-hmm. Okay. What we know, if you're looking, you might be able to dig up more than we know. If we knew where Charlie havened, we would be able to, I think, do a little more than just sit on our hands, but we have no idea.
You don't
We
know
know where Charlie's child reside,
Sam,
Sam and Chloe, and we've tried to talk to them, but they're difficult. We were worried Charlie was getting embroiled with those two.
Have you
they're-
seen them lately?
No one does. Well, I mean, we contacted them. We went to their haven. We went to where they're at. Where you, she looks to Vincent, where you keep them. Although in this case it might not be a bad move. I suppose they are unwell. They're difficult to talk to. Unless you're a Malkavian, they're hard.
Alice, if I may, when I was living, this right here is what I did, and it's still what I do. I find things out, I solve the puzzles. If you'll permit me, the one thing that I would very much like to do tonight is talk to Sam and Chloe.
You ever spoken to someone who decides that their way of not chatting with you is to take out their own tongue?
I've met druggies, yeah.
Yeah? Like that? Knowing that they'll just grow it back. Chloe and Sam are not well, and if they don't want to talk to you, then they won't. They didn't want to talk to us.
That does not mean there's nothing that we can get from being there with them. Some reaction.
Daniel speaks up. They didn't want to talk to you, Alice. They would have maybe talked to Zola if you trusted her to go in there. Zola looks scared again. Alice speaks to Daniel. This is not the time. Let them do it. They might have better resources. than
Everyone
us.
speaks a different language, you just got to find the right one.
So, Why don't you go speak to Sam and Chloe and maybe ask members of Clan Malkavian if they have any inroads where Charlie havens?
I think we can do that.
Do you know any other kindred that Charlie associates with?
One.
Who?
We try not to. We try and discourage it.
Who? It sounds important.
We've been a bit out of the loop, so I don't know if you know them. Joan Shepherd?
I am familiar.
Nobody trusts Joan.
That's your sire, right?
How do I know? How do I know that name?
That's my sire.
She is not very trustworthy, even amongst her own children.
Joan is I heard she embraced some nun or something recently.
Yeah.
It's an awful idea.
Why is that?
Well, I mean, the Anarchs, we don't want people, like, with thoughts of religion in their head. No one does. And the Camarilla, what an absurd thing to have the thing that stands for science and reason and power and authority, confusing that with faith.
What about history, truth, poetry, all of these things?
Kine religion has none of that.
Well,
Truth in Kine religion? When there are kindred that exist, do you think the Kine have any idea what's actually happening? Who gets turned into a vampire and actually thinks, oh, there's definitely a god, and he's got a plan? Alice kind of cuts in. You're her, aren't you? You're the little Christian girl.
I've nothing to hide.
You should.
Well,
I thought he was naive. Oh, your God.
there can be strength in faith.
Depends what you put that faith in. It has to be strong and real. But we're getting away from ourselves. We are still missing one, so we'll just wait a little bit. Do you have any other questions for us?
Where are Sam and Charlie? Fuck. Where are
Chloe.
Sam and Chloe?
Sam and Chloe are where they should be.
Would I know this?
Where they are?
Yeah.
No.
Right.
And where would that be?
They're in a mental hospital.
A kindred mental hospital?
No.
Oh.
Glenside. The Glenside Mental Hospital.
I thought that closed down.
It did, for the Kine,
So it is a kindred mental hospital, more or less.
more or less.
Have they been there for long?
When were they embraced? 4 years ago? 3 years ago?
They were embraced and immediately put in a mental asylum, where they've been ever since.
When they try and diablerize their sire, they were a joint embrace.
Is this a usual thing for Malkavians in Adelaide?
Nothing is usual for Malkavians.
Fair point.
Joint with who?
Each other.
They're a package deal.
They had tried to diablerize Charlie.
Yeah.
I can see why they would be put away.
Kindred don't try and devour their sires
Generally speaking.
as their first action, their first thing to do.
Has Charlie been to visit Sam and Chloe much over the years?
Recently, yes.
Did he have a opinion one way or the other?
He was embarrassed. He was embarrassed that his curse had affected them such. That he had ruined 2 lives.
Did he still feel for them? What were his emotions?
Of course. He wanted to set them free. He wanted to set everyone free. It was hard to tell sometimes, but he really believed in the cause. He really believed.
That sounds like faith to me.
Again, it depends on where you put that faith.
So just to be clear, Charlie goes and visits Sam and Chloe, and not too long after that, Charlie goes missing.
Well, I think he'd been visiting them a few times. He said that they were getting better, that they were trying different things, and that seemed to help.
Is there any other thing you'd like to ask us?
What do you plan on doing with Charlie when you find him?
Well, first things first, talk to him, get him safe, get to the bottom of what's been going on. But plan number 1 is actually that. Get Charlie safe.
We will let you know as soon as we find him. Family must stick together.
All right. Have you chatted to his sire? Charlie's sire?
He's missing. It's August.
No, that's the Primogen.
Oh. Who is Charlie's sire?
Adam Bird.
We were told that Adam Bird was quote-unquote busy.
Busy with the prince, says Alice.
Yes.
Fuck it, I don't owe them. I don't owe them any loyalty. I don't owe you any loyalty. The prince is weak. The Prince of Adelaide is weak. He has visions, delusions. He dreams in his day sleep. He says they're prophecies. He's going mad.
Prophecies on what?
What he thinks is going to happen to his city. He says the rivers will rise and submerge the city. The rest of Clan Ventry knows this. They keep face because they're cowards. Those under him are looking for an opportunity to seize power.
Are you saying that's what Adam is doing?
Adam is not a member of our clan. Adam is apparently counselling the prince and helping him with his visions, interpreting them as a soothsayer. I think it's crap.
You say that the Ventrus are the one that know about this. How did you come to know about it?
She's a Venture.
Oh, wait. Aren't we talking... Is she a Ventru?
Alice, yeah.
She's a blue blood, yeah.
She's a young liberal.
Well, fucking disregard what I said
Yeah.
then. Kevin would know that.
I like the idea that he doesn't. I
Okay,
think
well,
that
Kevin didn't know that.
he doesn't presume that an Anarch would ever be a Venture.
Yeah, fair point.
Because I am one. Because Anarch Movement, as disorganised as Daniel and as passionate as Charlie may be, and as full of vigour as they are, it needs order, it needs structure, it needs direction. Otherwise we're moving in different directions.
Do you believe that the prince's delusions have something to do with Charlie?
No. Why would I... No. I don't think so.
Several strange things have been happening. It's not unreasonable to think that there might be some
Strange
connection.
things are happening all the time. Some are saying it's the night of thin bloods. The end times are coming.
People have always said that.
People always will, and I don't believe it. The only person who seems to disagree with this, who from your sense, who shifts as uncomfortable action, is the quiet man, Michael.
Kevin just has a word that comes to his head. Once again, it's a word he's heard, but he doesn't understand. And he just says, Gehenna.
The end of the world. It's a made-up tale.
Let's not get overly dramatic.
At least you and I can agree on that.
Who are we waiting on?
I think that's it, isn't it? Yeah, we just-
Oh, no. No. Be here and the door opens. Hello! Hi! How is everyone?
Hello.
Hello! A man walks in. He's 6 foot, black cargo pants that go down to black boots, and a black hoodie on him. Hello! How is everyone? Is everyone well?
Yes,
Hello,
thank you.
hello. He walks. Hi, Alice. Oh, visitors. Hello. Oh, looks at Vincent. Oh.
Evening.
Good night, how are you?
Good evening.
Hello.
Now, your name, pointing at Isabella. Your name. Remind me. Alice, remind me. Who is this?
I believe I have some information that you can help. My name is Isabelle
Oh,
Dumont.
Isabella. Oh, you're Shepherd's child, aren't you?
Yes.
You're funny.
I am
and
here
you're
with...
hanging around with Mr. Masters.
Professor.
Professor, is
That's
it?
correct.
Is that a kindred title?
It's what I like.
You're funny, both of you. Oh my goodness. Oh, hey kiddo, how you doing?
Kevin will do.
No, I know. Hey boyo, what's up?
Kevin will do.
This is a coterie that we have formed.
Kevin hasn't picked up on that. Once again, this is the disrespect thing.
Yeah. And what was your name?
Oh, me?
Yes.
Yes.
My name's Taylor.
Lovely to meet you, Taylor. Can I offer my...
Oh, no.
Fuck.
Oh, no.
It's the person.
What would you like to roll, Sean? Frenzy check?
To not shoot him in the goddamn head.
Frenzy check, self-control.
Oh, no. This
Adelaide by Night is a Baby Beard Media production. Find us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. And all our podcasts are available on Spreaker, YouTube, and all good podcatchers. Portions of the materials are the copyrights and trademarks of White Wolf Entertainment AB and are used with permission. All rights reserved. For more information, please visit white-wolf.com. This season of Roll to Cast is made by fans, for fans, and is not officially licensed material of White Wolf Entertainment.